making adjustments. I don't even know. It always changes from... There you go. Things are under construction here. You hear me now? I guess you hear me. Yeah, I don't have to speak that loudly. Put the microphone lower because, yeah, this is a great microphone. Look at this. You can't even bend. You can't even bend upwards. Good, great. Light on, light off. I don't know. I didn't want it so bright. Yeah. It's right in my face. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's what you need to see. Just hotness. Anyway, so typical Conrad. TCBY. It's not an ice cream. It's typical Conrad bullshit, yo. So why is it red back there? What the hell? These lights are not good. None of this is quality equipment. This is like punk rock YouTube. This isn't all like... Don't hit that subscribe button. I hate all that stuff. Dude, I hate these YouTube channels that try to slip in a commercial. I mean, I probably mentioned that before, but man, it's like, get like 2 minutes in. It's like, by the way, your VPN, does your vaginal penis not work? VPN or coffee or whatever, dude. It's like, this video is sponsored by, shut up. Sponsored by. It's bad enough I gotta watch YouTube commercials and then they have to slip in some sponsorship. And the animations and the dumb stuff and the graphics. Ugh. I'm not gonna give you any graphics. I'm not gonna give you any cute icons. I'm not gonna tell you to smash that like button. What I was gonna say. So what happened, because they're doing work here on the floor, I moved all my stuff against the window. I took apart my entire room. I took care of my entire studio and all the stuff I had on the wall. And it turned out they don't need to be there. I spent a whole week taking it down and piling it up. And guess what? Oh, the plans have changed. We don't need to go there anymore. And so because of the change of plans, I had to come here frantically on Monday and rearrange it for the new plans, which has nothing to do with the old plans. So Monday was exhausting, and then I felt crappy on Tuesday, and I don't even want to talk about it. But it's the end of the week here. I just came in to see what's going on. There's plastic everywhere. There's holes in concrete. I just needed to pick up some things. Even here, I had to bring my chair back to do this vlog. I want to call it a vlog. Is it a vlog? Are we vlogging right now? Hey, baby. Are we vlogging? I don't wear protection. What's the point? What am I going to die of at this point? I'm not... So, I grew up around the AIDS crisis, and then every vagina had AIDS, like screaming AIDS. So I remember wearing like finger condoms. I remember dental dams, and like at this point, at my age, I don't care. I don't care if it looks like, one of the wells in Chernobyl, as long as it's there and it's a hole, right? I wrote classy. Oh, I'm so thirsty now. Had some sausages. Yeah. Crappy day too. You see how crappy it is? Look at that. Oh, crappy weather. Oh, let me go this way. Crappy weather, yes. I don't know, I think I'm just riffing. So I've been at home. So I bought a big, long 6-foot table, bought all my pastels, grabbed a bunch of thief posters, and started just working at home, doing this project of mine. So submitted to the Guggenheim today. Contacted my people that I want to give me the people I know that I want them to give me references if they're asked, and that's that. So yeah, it's been okay. I haven't worked at home in a long time in terms of like art stuff, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to make a mess there. But now that I'm making a mess, I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I thought it would. I could still see my TV. but I'm spending hours and hours and hours on all this pastel stuff, and it's making the days go by easier. It's a lot of concentration. It's difficult to work with, honestly. I'm not very good at drawing, but I'm trying to get back into the feel for it. It's not the exactitude, but trying to get the emotion and just trying to get something else across. And there's so many of these. It's there's a lot of material to work with, and I'm glad that it's something else. I think I mentioned it before. I'm always repeating myself. That's the problem. This OCD. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I'm happy to get away from nostalgia. I am sick to death of nostalgia. You have no idea. And street art has a huge, huge problem with nostalgia, big time. And then obviously I collect toys. I just bought the Lego Soundwave. I dropped $200 on that thing, and it sits on a shelf now. I'm not going to transform. I'm just going to stare at it once in a while. And I'm like, why did I buy this? I'm going to sell it on eBay in 5 years. That's why. And then I'm thinking, like, this is exactly what I'm trying to move away from. Like, this work that I'm working on now has nothing to do with nostalgia. And I got tired of it because I had the parking meters. It was nostalgia, or like at least future nostalgia, and then animal rides and this kind of stuff. And like, I'm done with it because it's getting it's long in the tooth at this point. And also all the toy stuff. No toys. This is adult themed stuff. Crime, robbery, pilfering, security, oil, pastels. Yeah, that's manly stuff. Oil pastels. You want to be tough? Oil pastels. That's what it says on the thing, on the package. Yeah. So that's it. Sometimes there's this plastic big. This is where they're staging a lot of stuff right next to me. So I feel like they're listening to me, but I don't think they're here. Anyway, that's it. I just came in here and I went behind this plastic wall, and I almost suffocated because all this plastic was just all over my head, in my face, and I felt like I was going through like a plastic birth canal. I was being born into construction. Yeah, so my mood has been better because I'm moving away. And I realized that even my experiences with whatever street art culture or whatever you want to call it, it's just another color. It's just another color on my palette. Next to absurdism, next to collage, next to mixed media, next to assemblage, it's all just pieces and pieces and pieces to come up with my own style and use those materials for whatever I want to talk about. So it's not the work, it's not the material that is the art. Those things are just the stuff. And I feel like I got too carried away, and I think everyone got carried away with the graffiti is and all that stuff, and like, no, it's better off. There's people over there. I better stop talking. All right. Give me one more minute. They're going to come out of the cave. Did they hear me? Were they listening? Now it's weird. Okay. Just want to push it for another. Okay. Yeah, they work at night. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, it's a little creepy and weird. I'm just going to let it go for another minute. Because, alarms are going off. Oh my goodness. How was your day? Staying dry. I don't even know what good angle it is anymore. It feels like it keeps focusing on the tower. This camera's a lousy camera. Oh, that's not good. All right, yeah, you don't want to see that close up. Stare into your future. Stare into your future. 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 What are you doing? I don't know. Okay, yeah,